Mercy had a pretty good run in earlier this season up in Birmingham. How much does it help to be on a track that she's comfortable with?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. That might have been the only time Mercy's raced on that track, from what I can remember. Actually, she ran a mile there 2 years ago. But no, it's not so much being on the track, I think, as going through the motions and understanding the warm-up area and understanding kind of ease of travel and logistics and that sort of stuff. A lot of the tracks are similar, but just having a sense of, hey, I've been here on this venue, I think it may not make the difference between, if someone's going to finish towards the back of a race versus the front, but when you're splitting hairs in track and field, it can be a big impact.
You bring up a good point. Mercy is now in her junior season, but this will be her first time to compete at the Indoor National Championships. As we discussed, 2020 was canceled, and then last year the decision came down between cross country, which she ended up winning the individual title, and indoor nationals. Does the experience she has on the other surfaces on outdoor and cross country help, or is this pretty much a whole new ballgame for her?
It's a little bit different. Indoors is not identical to every other sport. I think the big difference with indoors is sometimes you can pay a bigger price for your mistakes tactically than you can in cross country and outdoor track, because there's physically less space to move. But we talk about, and I think one of the things Mercy's done really well since she's been here is not just becoming a better cross-country runner or a better 10,000-meter runner or something. She's just become a better runner and a better athlete. And if you look at her schedule and the races she ran this year, the reason we elected to just kind of qualify in the 5K and then try and run a really competitive race in a 3K is we felt like that was going to improve her as a runner better. So, yeah, she's going to draw on her experiences from outdoor nationals and from other big-time races she's been in and cross-country nationals, and it all just kind of, it's like, I think on paper she's one of the biggest rookies in the field, having never run this race before, but she's a veteran at this point.
Mercy, you've had a pretty good regular season, and obviously had a nice run at SECs, but this will be your first indoor nationals. What are you looking forward to?
I'm just looking forward to compete because I've never been on a indoor national meet before, but I'm just looking forward to compete with the best athletes out there. So I'm just looking forward to compete, and I'm excited about that.
You've posted top 3 finishes in the national meets, outdoors and cross country for the last couple of years. Does that competitive experience help you this week?
Yeah, I think so. But also, just indoor generally is just different from outdoor and cross country. But I feel like all of those races that I've been running and the kind of work that I've been putting in have helped a lot. So I think, yeah.
Chris?
Mercy, is this much preferable to the national cross-country meet when it always seems to be held someplace freezing?
What was that again? Sorry.
Is running in the indoor nationals preferable to or better than the cross-country national meet, because in the cross-country national meet always seems to be someplace where it's really cold?
When it comes to weather, yes, but then I still have cross country because it's like you have a lot of space, I guess. But I think because it's an indoor meet also, it can be a little bit. The weather will be nice, but then it's just indoor, so it has a lot of. You have to be tactical in the race, yeah. I guess that's what I'll say.
For either one of you, how is the field look? We always kind of look at the cross country and try to kind of be like, okay, it's probably going to be similar, but is the field pretty much the same, or is it very different this year for indoors?
I guess I can answer that. It's good. There are a couple women in there that, I mean, the whole field's really good. This is actually the hardest national championships to qualify for out of any meet that any national championship the NCAA hosts. The fewest percentage of athletes qualify in indoor track and field when you look at basketball or soccer or any sport across the board. So the field's really good, as it always is. But yeah, there are a couple women in there that are definitely going to give Mercy and everybody else a hard time.
I guess one of the things he's trying to get to is, is there a lot of crossover between what she saw at cross country in terms of personnel?
Yeah, there'll be a little bit. One of the things that is still kind of sorting itself out and probably will be over the next couple of years is there are a couple people that may have indoor eligibility that didn't have cross country and stuff like that. So actually, I think the top seed in the meet didn't have cross country eligibility, but she is the defending national champ in the 3K and the DMR. So she's a great athlete in her own right.